Miami, Florida, Miccosukee Casino. Team Combat League is on the air. I'm Beto Duran alongside 1992 Olympian and former world champion Raul Marquez. Raul, we got a good one today. Orlando takes on Boston, and you've been back there talking to the squads. You like the energy coming from these teams?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the Boston Butchers, they're really super motivated to get back in the ring. They want to keep that momentum going, you know, coming off that big win against the #1 team, the Philly Smoke, who are 4-1. They're very confident. They're led by a great team in Amelia Moore, Rashida Ellis, and knockout artist Alejandro Paulino. They're ready to take care of business, man. I'll tell you what, the Butchers are ready to slice them up.
Now, Orlando, they're not too far from Miami, a couple hours away, so they're going to have some people here with them, but you love their coach.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Chino Rivas, I did have some conversations with him. I believe he's got the right game plan. And not only that, you know, him talking to me, he feels that he put his the right fighters in the right spots, you know, for the launch rounds, the middle rounds, and the money rounds, which is very important. So they're looking to upset the Boston Butchers tonight here in their pretty much home state, hometown.
Yeah, a lot of fighters have local connections here to Miami. All right, so Team Combat League, how does it work? 24 action-packed rounds. You have the launch rounds, 8 of them. You have the middle rounds, and then you have the money rounds. Sometimes you'll see fighters come back and fight in the money rounds. It's a 10-point must system, so it's got to be 10-9. If you get knocked down, it's a 10-8, and you do not want to get stopped because then it's at 10-7, and it really affects the scoring because if you get knocked out, you can't come back for the money rounds, and then, you got to be playing a lot of catch-up. It's action-packed, it's fast, it's a brawl, and it gets going in a few minutes. But before we get to that, I was able to go into the locker rooms and talk to both coaches. Orlando squad going to be led by Chino Rivas tonight. All right, what's the mood with your team right now?
We're in great spirit. We had an awesome camp. The little layoff, it was great for us, give us more time. We had a setback with Miami. They came well prepared. They caught us off guard. A lot of my kids were a little bit overconfident, so it was like a reality check for them. So they was just excited to get back to get back to the ring due to the fact of what happened last time. Because in their mind they thought they were going to finish undefeated. I was like, no, that's far-fetched. It doesn't work that way.
You got to change it up. You got to get the attitude of no matter what, every single time you take on somebody, it's going to be a completely different approach. The team you're looking at tonight, what do you see?
Well, you know what? I've been studying them for a while. They have a few fighters that are pretty strong. You know, Rashid, of course, right? Elias. And the light heavyweight. All the others really don't worry me. I worry me that much. I think we balance very well with them. I have loved my team. And I expect, great performance. I definitely expect us to win at least by 6 points.
By 6, Chino Rivas calling his shot. Orlando taking on Boston. Boston Butchers led by Coach Mark Gargaro. Mark, you look at your team. You guys look like relaxed. How do you like the attitude right now?
Great. We've been here a couple weeks ago, so we kind of got the feel down, and the guys got a good day yesterday. Nice stretch out and all that stuff. So today we're ready to roll. Everybody's just waiting to go.
All right, you make your lineup. You look at your roster. You're looking around. Who are the ones that you like? All right, tonight they're putting on the show. Who are the guys?
Man, I mean, we got a couple that we know that are gonna put on the show. You know, we always have our guys Rashidi over here. We always got Amelia gonna put on. They're going every time, and they're putting on a show.
All right, so you're gonna have Orlando, Boston. Good luck to you.
Thank you, man.
All right, it'll be a good one coming up. Orlando and taking on the Boston squad. Raul, I love talking to the coach because you feel the energy. You know why I love working with you? Because whenever I say El Diamante, what happens to you?
Let's go. Let's do it. We do what we do. Vámonos.
Ready to go. Our ring announcer for tonight, the one and only Thomas Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Team Combat League, a great night of boxing action live from the Miccosukee Casino Resort in beautiful Miami, Florida. Tonight, it will be the Boston Butchers taking on the Orlando Vipers. At this time, we would like to thank our great sponsors, Venom, Adams Boxing, and Two Trees Distilling. A big thanks to our great sponsors. Well, all of tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission. Commissioners in attendance, John Holly, Adrian Nunez, and Dr. Anup Patel. Executive Director Timothy Shipman. Assistant Executive Director is Gregory Pitt. Our judges assigned in rotation will be Manuel Marquez Jr., Daniel Fitzgerald, Gloria Martinez Rizzo, and Lorenzo Toledo. Our referees will be Samuel Burgos and Alicia Collins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Let's welcome our teams. First, coached by Mark Gargaro, let's welcome the Boston Butchers.
Boston Butchers, Irving Gonzalez leads the way for them as they're making their way to the ring. Really cool thing here at Team Combat League, where they enter the arena as a team, the Team Combat League experience. You show up as one, the Boston Butchers. Mark Gargaro leading the way with him.
A very confident team, Beto, as I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they look, I mean, look at their body language. You could tell they're confident, that they're anxious to get in there and prove why they're, you know, a team that's going to be hard to beat.
There you go. They're on their way to the ring. All right, Tom Schreiber.
And now let's welcome, coached by Raul Rivas. Here are the Orlando Vipers.
The Orlando Vipers. Chino Rivas has a good squad. Jeremy Adorno, Darius Jackson, who's headed to the Paris Olympics. Sonny Duverson, the veteran. Hebrew Francois, Christian Rivera, Ivan Flores, Jason Magruder, Miguel Brenes, Ricardo Aguero round out the squad. And also Jeremy Adorno is leading the way, holding that banner. It's a good team, fun team. Chino Rivas does a good job with his squad.
And they got, you know, some of their family here. Not Orlando, not too far from Miami. I'm sure they're going to get a lot of cheers because they are from the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mentioned Team Combat League right now available for you free on YouTube. And then you got to get the Brawl Pass after round 8. Great evening of action here in Miami, Florida. Orlando Vipers, Boston Butchers, we're ready to go.
At this time, I'm going to ask that you all please rise as we welcome Miami's own Zylene Pacheco to sing our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched. or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Jailene Pacheco singing the national anthem.
Jailene Pacheco.
All right, we get ready to go for Miccosukee Casino and Resort in Miami, Florida. The launch rounds are coming your way between Orlando and Boston. Beto Duran alongside 1992 Olympian and former world champion Raul Dinamita Marquez.
El diamante, por favor,
Come
no
on.
dinamita. Dinamita, el diamante, por favor.
Diamante, what am I doing here?
The diamond, baby.
Diamante. I messed it
Diamante.
up on your Instagram too.
That's all right.
Let me, Diamante. Why would I say Dinamita? You're like 6'8" compared to Dinamita. All right, so launch rounds. Very important to get going in the early rounds to get the points. It's a 10-point must system, regular boxing scoring, and every single round we will know who gets the points.
Representing the Boston Butchers and boxing tonight out of the blue corner, here is Irvin Gonzalez. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Jeremy Adorno. This in the 126-pound weight division.
All right, we get ready to go. Boston in gray. Orlando in the pink and blue. Irving Gonzalez, orthodox. Jeremy Adorno, the southpaw for the Orlando Vipers.
Both fighters trying to set up the jab, which, you know, we know is very important in this concept, or in boxing in general, because the jab sets the tone, controls the distance, sets up the combinations. It's almost like a fencing match right now, Beto.
Yeah, these two are veterans of the fight game. They know what's going on. So the launch rounds, the first 8 rounds available for you here on YouTube. After that, you'll need the Brawl Pass to see the middle rounds and then the very important money rounds. Each round is scored. And at the end of every single round, our ring announcer, Thomas Triber, will let us know how the judges scored it. So there'll be live scoring on your screen the entire time. So you know who's winning, who's losing, who's got to get going.
Well, so far I got Gonzalez ahead because he's, you know, the little punches that he did connect, he beat Adorno to the punch. They're being very smart. A lot of thinking in here. They're both skillful fighters. They're smart. But Gonzalez was able to land a nice 1-2 down the middle. It was a fast, explosive 1-2.
And you got to come out quick. You only get that one round. And the action picks up quick. And next thing you know, you're down some rounds. You got to go for broke. El Diamante, Raul Marquez, Beto Duran with you here in Miami, Florida. Boston Butchers traveling to take on the Orlando Vipers. Less than a minute to go in the opening round. You see that 1 of 24. That's right, 24 rounds coming your way. And yes, the guys can fight twice, and you will see them in the money rounds.
I'll tell you what, there's a close round. A lot of inside fighting. There's both guys connected, trying to counterpunch each other. Being smart, I mean, that. It's, yeah. Big bombs there. It's only one round, Beto. That's what makes it so hard. You gotta think fast. You gotta have a fast-paced action round, but not make any mistakes where you get countered. And that happens a lot, too, because you're rushing.
The season has been progressing nicely for both teams, so they know what to expect, especially the fighters. Good combinations from Irving Gonzalez. So Final seconds of the opening round. Team Combat League, Boston and Orlando in Miami. That's a close one, Raul. That's a close round.
Very close, man. I tell you what, I'm just glad I'm not a judge, man, because that is a close round. When you see fights like that, like you see that one round, a lot of thinking to see they're both focused. There was some good counter punching there by Adorno. But Gonzalez had some good moments too. There he goes, going to the body, going on top.
We will continue.
It's a close round, man. That's when you want to see 2 rounds, 3 rounds, more action of these guys together.
Boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, Alejandro Paulino. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Angel Hernandez. The winner of round 1 was the Orlando Vipers.
Our Vipers get the first round.
Now 10-9.
All right,
Adorno, huh?
All right, Adorno got the round. So you hear Thomas Triberg letting you know that Orlando got the first round. Alejandro Paulino for the Boston Butchers, Angel Hernandez. And you know his dad. We saw him earlier at the cafe.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He had over 40 professional fights, and also he tried the bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
He's tough. Said he's got the fastest knockout.
8-second knockout.
8 seconds, yeah.
And now he's watching his son Angel in the ring as a highly talented amateur. Angel living in Florida. And Paulino's a veteran. Paulino's rugged. And that's exactly the kind of fight we have right now.
Yeah, Alejandro Paulino, like I mentioned at the beginning, he's a knockout artist. He's got a lot of knockouts.
Yeah, Paulino comes for he just swings for the fences.
Oh, there you go. And he's going for the knockout.
If you get the knockout, that goes down as a 10-7 round, and the opponent cannot continue if you schedule for the money rounds. And if he is scheduled for the money rounds and you get knocked out, that's another 10-7 round for your team, or 10-9 round for your team. It's a walkover if you don't for the amateur side.
I'll tell you what, Paulino, he's
rugged.
Yeah, he's throwing that home run punch, man. Hernandez needs to be smart and control the distance. Keep him on the outside. Keep the fight at mid-long range. Paulino's trying to make it an inside fight. He's coming forward. You can't miss him. If Hernandez just establishes a good jab and keeps the fight at long range, I think he can pick him apart from the outside.
Paulino's really aggressive in the gray.
He keeps cutting that distance. Very aggressive-minded.
Alejandro Paulino with the Boston Butchers down around, trying to even things up here in Miami.
See Hernandez using the ring.
Oh, good hook by Paulino.
Backed up with his head up in the air. Biggest mistake a fighter could make. Every time you back up, you got to back up low.
Hernandez gets in a nice jab as he gets away from Paulino. The youngster, Angel Hernandez, is learning. Alejandro Paulino looking good for the Boston Butchers.
Hernandez has to tuck that chin in, Beto. He's carrying that chin too much up in the air.
There's the uppercut and body shot from Paulino.
Yeah, Paulino, he's strong.
Oh, and he dropped him. Hernandez goes down. Alejandro Paulino, a big round for the Boston Butchers.
Paulino showing why he's a knockout artist.
You said it for the open.
He's going to go for it now.
And it's a 10-8 round for the Boston Butchers. Huge for Alejandro Paulino. And you called it early on, Raul.
Yes.
Watch out for Paulino.
And here we see Paulino putting the pressure with the jab. Big right hand. Man, he set up like 2 feet back with that big right hand.
Out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is James Perillo. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Darius Jackson. The winner of round 2 was the Boston Butchers. The score total is now 19-18.
So big round for the Boston Butchers. This is a good matchup. James Perea for the Boston Butchers, a veteran, excellent fighter, and the youngster Darius Jackson, who's headed to the Olympics to represent Haiti in Paris. He's here at Team Combat League doing excellent work for the Vipers, talented fighter from the Orlando area. And you'll see him switch from orthodox to southpaw.
I saw that in Jackson. They're both tall, rangy, long arms. But I see more aggressiveness in Jackson. Jackson bringing it to him.
Yep. And Perea, he's highly talented amateur. His father is involved with the New England boxing scene in the amateur side. Great character. We love talking to him. Perea family does great work in the Boston and New England area. It's a good matchup right here. Perea and Jackson.
Yeah, very evenly matched. But I think so far Jackson getting the better of Perea.
And this is good work for Jackson, especially if he's heading to the Olympics. You know all about that as a 1992 Olympian.
Oh, absolutely, man. You got to win rounds. Every minute counts.
This is kind of the Olympic style, too, where you got to work fast in your rounds.
Actually, yeah, 1 round, 3 minutes. Fast-paced action. You got to think fast.
Yeah.
You got to score. Can't afford to get countered.
Yep. I like Perea's style, man. He's in there. He has a lot of fun. Moves around that long range that he has.
Good jab there by Jackson, establishing that distance. He's just putting it out there. He's trying to set up that left hand, Beto. All right, now he switched. Back to southpaw stance. There's that left hand.
Oh, Perea loading
Big
up on
miss,
the
yeah.
right. Yeah. And we'll see Jackson later on in the money rounds. It's the launch rounds in Miami between the Boston Butchers and Orlando Vipers.
Good defense by Jackson coming in, making him miss, making him pay. Good combinations there. Pereira missing big.
Perea's solid too. He has good amateur background, good professional record, fighting in the Boston area. 30 seconds to go in round number 3. The Butchers on top by 1, 19-18. Another close one. Interesting to see what the judges favor in this one, as both fighters are elusive.
Trying to finish strong.
Good scrap. Jackson and Perea giving us a show in Miami.
I'm going to say Jackson. We'll see.
We continue with the ladies and the 147-pound division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Amelia Moore. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Jenna Gagliotti. The winner of the last round was the Orlando Vipers.
There you go. Jackson.
By a score of 10-9. The score total is now even, 28-28.
The ladies for the first time tonight, Amelia Moore for the Boston Butchers. Excellent fighter. And Jenna Gagliotti for the Orlando Vipers. Boston in the silver and blue, Orlando in pink and blue. Moore, extensive amateur background, will be turning professional soon.
Yep, she was a decorated amateur in national tournaments, and that's good. Amateur background is always very important when you're going into the pros. And it's been important too, Beto, in this concept with the Team Combat League. Some of the amateur guys that you see coming out of the amateurs, They might be like 2-3-0, and they find out that's like 11-4,
Yep.
and they end up winning in this one-round matches.
You see the Venom gloves. Great job by Venom taking care of the gloves for Team Combat League. Moore attended the Naval Academy. Extensive amateur background. Was at the Colorado Springs at the USA facility. Came up short in her quest for the Olympics.
So far, she's boxing, using her skills.
Yeah, you see how she's very fluid as Amelia Moore.
Moving side to side, jabbing, throwing her combinations, getting out of the way the line of fire so Gagliardi won't catch her.
Love her Instagram, Amelia. One more round.
One more round. I like that. She keeps circling around her opponent, Gagliardi. Not standing in front of her. Just that little side step to the right or to the left makes it hard for your opponent to catch you. So she's smart. She's a really good boxer, showing her skills and her technique. Showing she doesn't need to brawl.
Yeah,
She's
good boxing.
Yeah, boxing from the outside, stick and move, angles, combinations, fast combinations, controlling the distance with the jab, just popping it out there. Just giving her a boxing lesson, Beto.
She's working. Good 1-2 from Amelia Moore.
She keeps scoring from the outside. Keeps turning her around. She looks very focused, man. Look at her.
Big right hand from Moore. When she does turn pro, she's going to be a nice professional.
Yeah, I like the way she sat on that right hand. Good power punch there. He's popping that jab, man, all the way to the
Solid round
end.
for Boston.
Yeah.
We continue with round 5 in the 160-pound weight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Rashidi Ellis.
One of their top guys,
And
Beto
boxing
Rashidi.
out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Shea Brown.
This would be a good one.
Round 4 by a score of 10-9 was the Boston Butchers. The score total is now 38-37 with the Boston Butchers in the lead.
All right, so a 1-point lead for the Boston Butchers. Rashidi Ellis for Boston. He's from Lynn, Massachusetts, against Shea Brown for the Orlando Vipers. Rashidi Ellis, contender at 147 pounds. He's fighting at in the 160s today, but 147 is where he's at. Victories over Alexis Rocha. He was a Golden Boy fighter for a while. Rashidi does good work.
Actually, I had both of those fighters when I was doing Showbox on Showtime. Like you said, really good fighters, smart fighters.
And Rashidi knows what Combat League is all about. Come out aggressive and win the round.
Using his speed. Fast combinations by Rashidi.
That's his nickname, Speedy Rashidi Ellis.
There you go. Brown trying to pick him apart from the outside with that jab. Good fast combinations there by Brown too. Brown trying to bait him in, with that jab. He needs to catch him coming in. He's got to be quick with that 1-2. There you go. Fast 1-2 by Brown.
Yeah, these two know each other. They know what it's all about.
It's all about timing, man. Especially, I'm telling you, it's 3 rounds. I mean, 3 minutes, 1 round. Fast-paced action.
Brown trying to hold on, and he does halfway through the round. Boston on top by 1. Team Combat League, they wear their own team uniforms. That's where you see the Boston and Orlando uniforms. Nothing individualized.
You got to think fast.
Got to work fast like Rashidi Ellis is doing right now.
Good body work there by Ellis. Nice flurries by Ellis. Really put them together. I'll tell you what, he's definitely controlling the pace of this round. The pace of the fight or the pace of the round? Both, right?
The launch rounds for Team Combat League.
Oh. That was a big left hook there by Ellis. Oh, then he gets caught.
Brown with a shot. In the middle of a Ellis flurry, Brown connects. And he connects again. Jahay Brown coming off for the Orlando Vipers.
Ellis holding on. Is he hurt? Did he get wobbled? He felt something, Beto.
10 seconds ago. Back and forth round between the Boston Butchers, Orlando Vipers. Let's go in Miami. Let's go. And that's going to get ruled a knockdown.
It was a knockdown.
Did their feet tangle up, but the referee's going to rule it a knockdown. And Rashidi is not agreeing with that.
He's not happy. He's got to stay cool.
And that is
temper,
huge right there. And that goes down as a 10-8 round for the Orlando Vipers.
Uh-oh.
And they have to get separated. Let's look at the highlight. I don't know, Raul. Woof, that was close.
That was close. I'd like to see it again.
We now continue with round 6.
Either way, it goes down as a 10-8 round.
And you know, Rashidi could have very well been winning that round. It was a close round. That's probably why he was so upset.
Steven Sumter. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Sonny Duberson. The winner of the last round by a score of 10-8 was the Orlando Vipers. The new score total is 47-46. Orlando Vipers with the lead.
A 10-8 round is huge for the Orlando Vipers. They're now up by 1, 47-46. Sonny Duberson, the veteran, in for the Vipers against Steven Sumter. Sumter, the southpaw. Duberson's been around, and he's in his late 30s now. He's a vet, crafty vet. He's done a bunch of his fights, good dude. Now doing good work here in the Team Combat League for the Orlando Vipers. Sonny once had a fight during COVID at the Wild Card parking lot, Freddie Roach's gym in Hollywood. And in COVID, they had a fight in the parking lot. He was on that.
Okay.
Sonny's that. Have gloves, we'll travel, let's go. Right now, Orlando and the Vipers are up by 1. See if Sonny can extend the lead.
Well, he's trying to use that long jab. Duberson, he's got to get out of the ropes. That ain't going to work.
Sumter attacking as Duberson, the vet's on the ropes. Covering up is Duberson. Sumter going to the body. Duberson works off of the ropes.
He's got to throw more punches. Can't just lay on the ropes. Oh, nice shots there by Duberson. Now he's got Sumter on the ropes. But it looks like he wants to make it an inside fight. Duberson, he's leaning too much on Sumter. He's got to create some space. I mean, he's got long arms. Use that range.
He's a taller fighter with a longer range as Duberson in the pink and blue. Wild swing and a miss as Sumter almost goes through the ropes. Loose ropes tonight.
Oh, good right hand in the left by Sumter. Duverson against the ropes. He got tagged.
Oh, big,
Left
big.
hand by Sumter. Solid by the Boston Butchers.
Yeah, Sumter really loading up on his shots.
30 seconds to go in the round.
Another
Sumter
big
coming in strong. Duverson just trying to survive the round now.
I think Duverson spent too much time on the ropes and waited too much. Well, now he's got him on the ropes. Sumter, he's got to take advantage and do some work there. He's got to let his punches go.
Final seconds of the round. Sumter and Duverson doing work in Miami. Be interesting to see how that one gets scored.
We continue now with round 7 and the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Skyler Lacey. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Michael Coffey.
In Miami, Florida, live from the Miccosukee Casino and Resort.
10-9 was the Boston Butchers.
So the Butchers got the
The
last
score
round.
is now even, 56-56.
Oh, big round for the Boston Butchers. We're tied at 56, and now we see the heavyweights for the first time. Skyler Lacey for the Boston Butchers, and Michael Coffey, and the ring girl getting her action.
The big boys.
I love watching the heavyweights in Team Combat League because they don't believe in 3 minutes. They launch bombs roll. They just come after it.
All it takes is one punch with these big guys. And they fight, you know, they're forced to fight a faster pace than usual.
Nope.
Because, again, it's only 3 minutes, 1 round.
But with the heavyweights, anything can change with one punch, the eraser. Lacey, the taller fighter for the Boston Butchers, as we're tied at 56. We're in the launch rounds. After this, you'll need the Brawl Pass. Make sure you go to Team Combat League. Get that so you can see the middle rounds and the money rounds. From Miami, Florida, the Boston Butchers, Orlando Vipers. Miccosukee Casino and Resort has seen Floyd Mayweather fight here. Canelo Alvarez in his second U.S. fight was here. Casamayor. Legends over the years have fought here, and now tonight is Team Combat League action.
A lot of big names came out of this casino.
There's that right hand from Lacey.
Very confident. Look at Lacey trying to taunt him now.
Lacey ain't trying to box. Lacey's trying to go for the home run. Boston Butcher trying to hit one over the Green Monster. Coffey's there. Coffey's got some power in that right hand.
Lacey with his hands down after that big 1-2, man. Maybe that's his game plan, trying to lure him in. There he goes again with his hands. Oh, they picked him up now.
Coffey with the right hand.
Who's he? He keeps looking at somebody in the audience or the
I
corner.
don't know who Lacey's talking to in the crowd.
Again, carrying his hands low.
It ain't us. Boston Butchers, Orlando Vipers. Make sure you follow the Team Combat League social media accounts and go behind the scenes. Each team has their own Instagram. Great coverage for you.
Lacey being smart, using the whole ring, circling around.
Final seconds of the round. The heavyweights going back and forth. Oh, get your cocktails on a Saturday night. Get your wine, get your drink, whatever you need. Because it's time for the middle rounds. Oh, man, the heavyweight throw. This was fun.
It was. It was. And we see Lacey keeping the fight on the outside.
All right, so the launch rounds are done. Now it's time for the middle rounds and then the money rounds. At the end of the launch rounds, we were 56-56 before the heavyweights. How did the judges score the heavyweights? It's going to be very interesting because both guys landed some big shots.
The winner of round 7 by a score of 10-9 was the Boston Butchers.
Oh, Lacey gets the round for the Butchers.
The score total is 66-65 in favor of the Boston Butchers.
Ooh, going back and forth.
This completes the launch rounds.
All right, so a couple fights fell off tonight, so we're only going to have 22 rounds, and you see the updated scoring. So round number 8 fell off, so it's going to be the Boston Butchers with a 76-75 lead at the end of the launch rounds. Back here ringside, Beth Duran alongside Raul Marquez. And Raul, you know, with Team Combat League, the launch rounds are important. The middle rounds are important, but it's the money rounds where you got to make sure when you get there that it's close enough, so you can't give anything away.
That is close enough or you got a comfortable lead. I mean, you're up ahead. I would like to go into the money rounds being ahead as much as you can, because in the money rounds, a lot of the trainers, they put their power punchers on there because they want knockouts or knockdowns. And when you have, if it's really even, the match, you score a couple of knockdowns there or you win by knockout, that's a big spread right there.
Yeah, we were talking with Chino Rivas, the coach of Orlando, and he said he was real confident in the way that he set up his lineup. He said, I think we're going to win by 6 tonight, but right now it is very, very close. But I think the way that he set up his team, as he said, you mentioned it right now, the guys with the power.
And that's what I think. Let's see what happens in the middle rounds, you know, but I think by the time we get to the launch round, I mean, the money rounds, that's when we're going to see the heavy hitters, the power hitters, for both teams, but more for Chino Rivas because that's his strategy. That's what he thinks is going to work, and I believe so. I think that does work. That's a good way of thinking, and that's why you need coaches like that in the corner that are experienced and know how to motivate, not only motivate the fighters, but know how to put them in the right spots to win those rounds.
And one of the important factors for the Orlando Vipers, we'll see Darius Jackson coming back in the money round. So thanks to everybody who's watching us on the Brawl Pass right now. Make sure you let somebody know, hey, I'm watching Team Combat League on a Saturday night from the Miccosukee Casino in Miami, Florida. Make sure you subscribe to the Team Combat League YouTube page, and of course to the social media accounts to see all the behind-the-scenes action. So we've seen the launch round. Now it's time for the middle round. Very, very important as we get going here in Miami, Florida.
continue with the middle rounds. It's round 9 in the 126-pound weight division. Introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Michael Valentine. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Sean Mason.
We get ready to go. The middle rounds. Michael Valentine for the Boston Butchers. Sean Mason for the Orlando Vipers. Butchers with a 1-point lead in the middle rounds. And the action is picking up here in Miami in the Miccosukee Casino and Resort.
So far, good combination punching by Mason. Controlling the tempo at mid-long range. He is the taller fighter, rangier. Good body shots by Mason too, Beto.
Yeah, attacking the body is Sean Mason. You see Valentin, the shorter fighter, able to peek through those gloves, keeping up a high guard. Mason, overhand right. Body shot from Mason.
Very relaxed, Mason. Just
uppercut from Mason now.
Beautiful combination, working the body, uppercuts, pushing him back.
Elbow too.
Yeah.
Referee warns Mason about that. Vipers in the blue and pink. Mason's going for the home run, Raul.
Yeah, it looks like it. Again, with those body shots, controlling the pace with the jab. Look at the way he touches with the jab and lands that right hand. Trying to frustrate Valentin by pushing him again. Valentin throwing just single punches. He's got to let more combinations go. Get inside, better defense. He's waiting too much. It's going to cost him.
We're in the middle rounds in Miami. Man, Mason looking really strong as we approach a minute to go in the round.
Just walking him down.
Oh, body shot, right hand from Mason. He's doing whatever he wants in this round.
Yeah, he's very confident, very comfortable. Like I said, just walking him down, breaking him down now. Yeah. Oh.
Valentin is tough, man.
Look at those body shots, really being effective to the body. Little touch in there, trying to set up the home run. I think it's coming. I think he's gonna land the big shot, man. With that activity, the way he's throwing hard shots.
He's going for it too.
Yeah,
Mason is loading up, covering up as Valentin for the Boston Butchers.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Final seconds and a lot of wows here from my partner Raul Marquez as Sean Mason has looked wow for the Orlando Vipers. Valentin is tough. Respect between the two fighters. Yeah, that's the first one where we can say, yeah, that's Orlando easy.
You could have been a judge for that one, right?
We continue with round 10 and the 126-pound weight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Shelly Vincent. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Chadley Maderos. The winner of round 9 was the Orlando Vipers by a score of 10-9. The new score total is 85 even.
We're tied up in Miami. The Miccosukee Casino and Resort. Team Combat League in the middle of the rounds. Boston Butchers in the silver and blue. Orlando Vipers in the pink and blue. Maderos Chino, the coach of Orlando, was telling me he's really high on this young lady, her ability. She was trying to represent Panama at the Olympics, but they did not qualify as a country. She'll be turning pro pretty soon.
Fighting really smart. She's definitely a skillful fighter. I could see it using her angles and trying to pick her apart, trying to pick Vincent apart, and she's doing it pretty well.
Vincent, a rugged fighter, a veteran fighter, coming with the red, white, and blue hair. Love her style. And Vincent comes to fight every single time. It's always a good action with Shelly Vincent.
Oh, yeah, she's going to make you fight. She ain't going to make it easy. That's her fight right there on the inside for Vincent. Oh, nice 1-2 by Vincent. Surprise, Medeiros.
Medeiros gets in and out. And Vincent roughs it up. Left hand from Vincent. Back to the orthodox style. Nicely what Chino Rivas was talking about with Medeiros. Slick move. Definitely progressing. I mean, only 21 years old, 21. Very confident in there, Jetali Medeiros. But it's not easy against Shelly Vincent. There's that right hand that Vincent gets through.
Yeah, Medeiros needs to keep boxing from the outside, keep turning her. Stay away from the ropes, stay away from the corners. Keep the fight in the center of the ring and control that range. Nice uppercut, yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Another right hand from Medeiros. Gets in and out. Slick, slipping punches.
Don't let Vincent get close. Don't let Vincent close that gap. Keep her outside.
See, that's what Vincent wants right there.
Yeah.
Toe-to-toe, back and forth, slugging. Oh! Medeiros answers with the left, sending Vincent to the canvas.
Beautiful left hand. Picture perfect left hand. She set her up good, Beto. Set her up really nice with that left hand.
Big 10-8 round for the Orlando Vipers. Excellent round for Jetali Medeiros.
Very smart fighter. Really knows how to control that range, even at short range. Look at his landed left hands and uppercuts.
Respect between the women, and Medeiros
and confidence.
Fired up. Yeah, she should be.
Got a lot of her people here, you could tell.
We continue
Boom.
now with round
There you go.
11 in the 135-pound weight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Elijah Hayshow. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Emmanuel Lorenzo. The winner of the last round by a score of 10-8 was the Orlando Vipers. The new score total is 95-93 in favor of the Vipers.
A 2-point lead for the Orlando Vipers.
Yeah, they need that spread, man. Though, for either for the Vipers or for the Butchers, man. Like we said, going into the money rounds, you want to have a comfortable lead. You don't want to have it that close, Beto.
Emmanuel Lorenzo in the pink and blue. Can he increase the lead for the Vipers? A solid 1-2.
Oh.
Right hand left from Lorenzo. He's coming to slug, Raul Marquez.
Oh, yeah, he's my kind of style. He's going for the knockout.
He saw his teammate just get the knockdown. Now Lorenzo coming in very, very aggressive in round 11. Elijah for Boston. Eats a right hand. Stung is Peixoto. Lorenzo just relentless here in a minute.
Got a big
knot?
hematoma, yeah. You see that on his forehead on the right-hand side. Talking about Lorenzo, yes.
Yeah, a big knot on the right side of his head.
I don't know if it was one of the punches or it was a headbutt. But look, it's one round. But that could keep him from coming back in the money rounds, right?
Yeah. Up to the doctors, but right now he's got to get through the 11th round. Working off the corner is Emmanuel Lorenzo.
But look at Elijah too, man.
Elijah's coming after it.
Yeah, good body shots, good uppercuts, nice 1-2. Showing his strength.
Good back and forth. A minute to go in the round. Vipers up by 2. Emmanuel Lorenzo trying to extend the lead. Combinations, right hand from Lorenzo in the pink and blue. Another solid right. Loading up on the right hand is Emmanuel Lorenzo. Another right for Lorenzo. Attacking the body. Eats a left. Keeps on coming.
Back and forth action.
Hell of a round on Team Combat League in Miami.
But Lorenzo getting the best of this exchanges, I believe.
Yeah, this is Lorenzo's round.
Yeah, his punches were landing clear, a lot clear.
Kind of finished strong.
Oh,
a shot from Elijah from Boston. Stiff jab. Final seconds of the round. The Vipers with a 2-point lead. Did Lorenzo do enough to extend it?
Oh, I believe so, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah, good action.
It was not easy.
Good action.
We continue with round 12 and the 147-pound weight division. Let's first welcome, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Kino Luna. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Christian Rivera. The winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Orlando Vipers. The new score total is 105-102 in favor of the Vipers.
(105-102), the Vipers on top by 3. Kino Luna and Christian Rivera. Rivera, I like this guy. I told you about him before. Kino Rivera is in blue and silver. Christian Rivera. Remember, we saw him in Orlando. He had lost a bunch of weight. Here he is fighting. And shout out to Omar LeBron from Knockout Barbershop. He's watching, and he's a big fan of Christian Rivera. He's like, Beto, I told you about him. Rivera's going to come bring it, and he did.
He's bringing it, yeah, to Luna. Closing that distance quick. That's Christian Rivera style.
Right hand from Rivera. Body shot, left hook from Rivera. Stalking is Christian Rivera and the Orlando Vipers. Overhand right. The southpaw Luna against the ropes. That's a dangerous spot.
Got to keep that momentum going. There goes another big right hand by Rivera.
Yeah, Rivera, he knows he has 3 minutes. He ain't trying to use them all.
Oh.
Big swing and a miss for Christian Rivera. Kino Luna coming on now. Orlando Vipers with a 3-point lead. Christian Rivera trying to extend it here in Miami. Team Combat League, we're in the middle rounds. So you just want to rack up points, rack up rounds, get the advantage, and it's rugged now. And Rivera is loading up on that right hand roll.
Yeah, he is. He wants to get him out of there. I think his right hand has been the key in this fight so far. There he goes, trying that right hand again.
Overhand right again. A hook from Rivera, who gets caught. He goes down.
Was that a knockdown?
It was a knockdown. It
That's
changes the entire round. Kino Luna knocking down Rivera. 30 seconds to go. Rivera got caught. Kino Luna trying to take advantage, and he did.
I like to see the repeat. I'm not too sure if he got caught or he was off balance or going back and he got hit with a right hand.
Referee has it a knockdown, so it's a 10-8 round for the Boston Butchers, which is huge as they're down by 3.
And they need it.
Oh, man, Luna, Rivera, good action. Let's see, Roll.
All right.
We continue with round
he caught him, but
13.
He got hit, but he was off balance. He did get hit, but he was off balance.
Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Stevie Jane Coleman. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Ivan Flores. The winner of round 12 by a score of 10-8 was the Boston Butchers. The new score total is 113 to 112 in favor of Orlando Vipers.
Kino Luna, 10-8 round, cuts the lead to 1. The Vipers are on top of the Butchers by 1. 113-112. And that looked like it was going to be a round for the Vipers, but Kino Luna with the knockdown gives it 10-8. And it changes the fight. The ladies are at it now. Yvonne Flores for the Orlando Vipers. She's from El Paso, Texas. Stevie Coleman for the Boston Butchers in the silver and blue. Flores only 19 years old.
Young, trying to box from the outside, using her jab, using angles. Coleman is the one that's bringing it from Boston. She's trying to make Flores fight, but Flores is tapping her with a nice jab, double, triple jab, trying to land her right hand. She's got to keep boxing that way. Making her miss, making her peg. Good movement there by Flores. Lean back, 1-2, nice 1-2. I think Flores, she has to keep the fight on the outside.
That's good for her.
You can see Coleman, she's coming forward. She's the one that's trying to cut that distance. And Flores is using some good counter punching. There you go, nice jab and lean back, make her miss, make her pay.
Yeah, Flores is a taller fighter, much better movement for her like that.
She jabs twice and pulls back because she knows Coleman's going to come with that right hand. If she could time her right when she pulls back, she's got to get out of there. She can't be in the inside with Coleman. It's better from the outside. That's Flores' fight, mid-long range. Coleman's got to get inside.
Good round for Yvonne Flores.
A lot of inside fighting, not too much done there, but I think so far Flores is outboxing her. Nice 1-2, trying to finish strong.
Good action, good back and forth.
Flores keeps jabbing away, throwing combinations, beating her to the punch. There's a Flores round. Oh.
Yeah, good round, good action.
We now continue with round 14 in the 135-pound division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Mike Fontanez. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Tracy McGruder. And the winner of round 13 by a score of 10-9 was the Boston Butchers. The score total is now tied 122-122.
Woo, the Boston Butchers get the round, and we're tied at 122. Tracy McGruder for the Vipers. Michael Fontanez for the Boston Butchers. Fontanez, the southpaw. We're in the money. No, we're in the middle rounds.
Middle rounds.
Approaching the money rounds.
It's too close, Beto.
Yes, it is.
Too close. It's going to come down to the end, I'm telling you. The way it looks like right now in the middle rounds.
Mikusuki Casino and Resort in Miami, Florida, where we're at tonight. Boston Butchers, Orlando Vipers, back and forth. Okay, if you're watching your teammates go up, battle, and you get your call like McGruder and Fontanez have, you know that every single punch is going to be counted. It matters.
A lot of jabbing, a lot of thinking here.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth action where they both don't want to get countered. I thought it seems like they're both counter punchers. They're trying to make each other commit, trying to lure each other in. It's very important when you throw the 1-2 not to lunge. You got to keep your weight in the center or back leg. It's not a good thing when somebody throws a right hand and they lunge, or left hand. Either one. You got to keep your weight in the center and back leg.
Tied at 122, Team Combat League. Each round is scored and given to you, the fans, to follow along right away and know exactly how the fight is going. 24 action-packed rounds constitutes one fight. Oof. Less than a minute to go. Back and forth with Fontanez and McGruder. McGruder answers with the right hand.
But Fontanez trying to dissect with that jab, trying to set up his left hand. Nice jab there. Another jab by Boston Fontanez. I don't know, man.
This is close.
Yeah, very close. Yep. Is that kind of round, Beto?
Yeah, very, very close. Who can close strong and win the round? As we're tied up at 122. Left from Fontanez. 10 seconds to go in the round. Man, this is a close one. Boston and Orlando back and forth in Miami. Woo.
Yeah, very close round.
We continue with round 15 in the 175-pound weight division. introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Laurent Hughes. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Miguel Bernandez. And the winner of round 14 by a score of 10-9 was the Orlando Vipers. The score total is now 132 to 131 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
So the Vipers get the last round. It was close. And they had the 1-point lead. We're still in the middle rounds. Now Miguel Brenes for the Orlando Vipers and Laurent Hughes for the Boston Butchers are in the ring. 175-pounders, light heavyweights. These guys can crack.
Oh, yeah. Both right-handed fighters.
Right hand from Brenes. Looking to counter is Miguel Brenes.
Yeah, it looks like he's the guy that's going to make the fight, Beto. Oh, now he's backing up. He's mixing it up.
Middle round action. Thanks for watching on the Brawl Pass, wherever you may be. Make sure you subscribe to the Team Combat League YouTube page and also follow them on social media everywhere to get behind the scenes coverage during fight week and during fight night.
Go hitting over on top of in the back of the head. There you go, the warning.
Brenes in the pink and blue. Hume in the silver and blue for the Boston Butchers. Man, Brenes just trying to load up on a shot. Not much boxing for Miguel Brenes. Just bringing it. Yeah, load up on the right hand every single time is Brenes.
Yeah, he's got to let more punches go. He's not going to win the round like that. You got to stay busy. You got to convince the judges. You got to throw some combinations. 3 minutes, 1 round. Let's go.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Humes hasn't landed anything of significance. These rounds have been really close. There's a 1-2 from the Boston Butchers. More activity now from Humes. "30 seconds to go." Very nice and tight. Jab from Brenes, solid jab. That's the action the fans want to see. And that's the action they're getting. 10 seconds to go in the round. Brenes and Humes. Orlando Vipers with a 1-point lead. Did they do enough to extend the lead in the middle rounds? Respect between the fighters, love to see it.
We continue with round 16 and the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Tamik Edmonds. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Ricardo Aguero. The winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Orlando Vipers. The new score total is 142 to 140 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
The Vipers with a 2-point lead. 142-140. Ricardo Aguero for the Orlando Vipers, the heavyweight. He just climbed over the top rope. Big man that he is, against Edmonds for the Boston Butchers. The final round of the middle rounds. After this, the money rounds coming your way here on the Brawl Pass. Ricardo Aguero keeping the hands nice and low. I don't think he's here to box, Roll.
Doesn't look like it, man.
He's here for a knockout.
He's got to take it inside against Edmonds. Or Aguero, should I say. Aguero, yeah. Edmonds is the one that's bringing it.
So I love watching the heavyweights in Team Combat League. Vegas has a huge Polynesian, over 300 pounds, that's dropping hammers. LA has a couple heavyweights. And then the heavyweights, Miami has a couple where they just throw bombs. Because it's a different concept.
Yeah.
You get rewarded for the knockouts. If you get a 10-7, oh, that just changes the night.
You see Aguero trying to taunt him by sticking his tongue out and flown like a butterfly, stinging like a bee from the outside, like Muhammad Ali, using that jab. Well, there's only one Muhammad Ali bit, though. But, you know, he's trying to emulate Muhammad Ali. He's big. He's got that long jab. He's got to keep the fight at long range. Don't allow Edmonds to come in that easy. But Edmond, you know, he's found ways to get in at times. Oh.
There's that right hand from Aguero. Less than a minute to go in the round. The final round of the middle rounds. And then we go to the money rounds where so much on the line. 24 action-packed rounds counted for you in Team Combat League.
And it's very close going into the money round, so it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping we see at least 2 knockouts and some knockdowns too.
We've had 2 knockdowns so far. And no knockouts. Edmonds bringing it to Aguero. Was very aggressive was Demick Edmonds for the Boston Butchers. Did he win the round? Heavyweights are done in the middle rounds.
Man, who won that round?
And you see the heavyweight climbing over the top rope.
Over the top rope again.
Stepping on the Adams logo. The Venom gloves. Thanks to our sponsors, Adam Boxing and Venom. Now it's the judges who are going to tally up. So we're going to be done with 16 rounds.
The winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Orlando Vipers. The score total is now 152-149 in favor of the Orlando Vipers, and this concludes the middle round.
All right, so the middle rounds are done. 152-149, a 3-point lead for the Orlando Vipers. Their head coach, Chino Rivas, said that, hey, I think we're going to win by 6, so he's halfway there. But now we head to the money rounds. And in the money rounds, fighters that have gone up earlier in the evening are allowed to come back and fight a second round. Not necessarily against the same opponent. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But in the money rounds, it counts. And that's when you start seeing fighters or teams knowing that, hey, we're down by a few. We're not going to box. We're going to go for the knockout, because if you get the 10-7, it changes things around. A knockdown 10-8, so a lot on the line as we head back to the money rounds. Beto Duran alongside 1992 Olympian and former world champion Raul Diamante.
El Diamante.
Marquez,
Por
el
favor.
Diamante. Oh, he wants El Diamante, por favor.
I'm asking for too much.
There we go. But now, Raul, if you're the Boston squad, where you've had a couple guys come and fight, but they didn't quite step on that gas, what's the advice you'd have for them?
Well, they most definitely, they got to step on the gas, Beto, on this money round. But at the same time, you got to be careful the way you're attacking. Intelligent pressure, good defense, coming in with a strong jab. And like I said, moving side to side, making a miss, counter, and push your guy, push him back and try to score knockdowns, try to score knockouts. That's what I would do. Because they are down by, what, 3 points?
3 points.
Chino Rivas said he wanted to have him ahead, the Orlando, by 6 points, you said, right? Well, 3 points. 3 points is still not enough.
No, it's definitely.
Boston could come and score a couple of knockdowns, have a couple of knockdown wins, and then what? It evens up, or they get up ahead.
Yeah,
so it's up for grabs, man. It could be anybody.
On the flip side,
Yeah.
though, if you're the Orlando team and you have the lead, like you do at 152, 149, you've been in fights, Raul, where you're ahead, and you don't want to do anything that allows the opponent to get back in there.
Yeah, just be comfortable. Like if you're outboxing a guy and he's trying to attack, you're not gonna be able to miss him. Or Boston's gonna come forward, right? So what do? You box him. You keep boxing him using your jab, boxing from the outside. You win the rounds. You're already up ahead by 3 points. You keep winning rounds like that, and hopefully pull out the win.
All right, so 16 rounds done in Team Combat League. We have 24 rounds for you. That means 8 more rounds to go. Add up some points, get the lead, and keep on going. The Orlando Vipers in Miami with that 3-point lead. Make sure you follow Team Combat League's YouTube page. Subscribe, because you get to watch the first 8 rounds, the launch rounds, for free. So share that when you're watching that. And then right now you're watching it on the Brawl Pass. And also make sure you follow the Team Combat League Instagram account, and also each team's individual accounts for a lot of cool behind-the-scenes features of what goes on during fight week, during the weigh-ins, and also on fight night. Our squad is running around getting all kinds of cool features. So good stuff going. 8 more rounds to go. It's the money round action time here in Miami.
Let's go.
With Mikusuki Casino and Resort in Miami. A great spot, great location for us here. So we are ready to go. The money rounds are... All right, so 2 more minutes is what we're saying. So here we go. All right, so now, Raul, when you hear that you have something, all right, in a normal fight, you're fighting, you sit down, you get that 1 minute break, and then you get back up. Fight, minute, hit.
Right.
For Team Combat League, it's a little different because you have that break. So if you're a fighter, how do you stay warm and locked in?
You got to stay warm. I'm sure if you see by the ring, you see sometimes the trainers are warming them up with the hand pad.
Once
They're keeping
again,
them warm.
ladies and
You gotta stay
gentlemen,
loose.
we want to
You can't,
thank the host
get cold.
of
You got to
today's
keep that
event,
momentum
the
going. And I think it's very important, because as soon as the bell rings, again, you got that pressure too, Beto. This is the money rounds. Just like we got the pressure right now that we got to talk for 2 minutes.
Oh, we ain't got no pressure. All we got to do is talk.
But we're pros. I mean,
yeah.
we can sit there and talk about whatever we want. But like I was saying, they got to stay.
Well, there you see right there. There's one of the fighters coming up, staying
he's
warm.
staying loose, staying warm, and it's very important. As soon as the bell rings, you got to step up to your fighter and establish a good jab and throw combinations, man. You got, like I said, this is a fast-paced action. You got to think fast and make sure that you don't get countered too. Because I've been saying this, when you lunge, the fighter that lunges is going to get countered or could get knocked out by getting countered. So all that comes into play, and it's so important to think very fast in such a small amount of time.
All right, it's time for the money rounds. You see the fighters getting into the ring. Our ring announcer, Thomas Schreiber, is ready to let us know who's inside.
With the money rounds, This is round 18 in the 126-pound weight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Irvin Gonzalez. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Jeremy Adorno.
Jeremy Adorno for the Orlando Vipers, the southpaw in pink and blue. Irving Gonzalez. This is round 1 that opened up our fight tonight. And now they're picking it up here in the money rounds. A 3-point lead for the Orlando Vipers. Adorno, a veteran of the fight game from the Philadelphia area. Fighting now for Orlando Vipers. Oh! Counters with the right. Big shot landed by Adorno. Gonzalez goes down, and it's 10-8 so far. Woo!
And that's what I was talking about, you know, getting countered like that. You see how Adorno set that up? Beautiful counter. He dropped his jab hand. Gonzalez dropped his jab hand. You saw that counter left hook.
Man, that's nice for
This is
Adorno.
a big knockdown. I mean, big knockdown for, it counts. It really counts. It's big.
A lot of
for
time
Adorno.
left.
Yeah.
Can Adorno finish the round? That'll be a huge, huge lead for the Vipers. Boston Butchers in trouble here in the money rounds. And you see Adorno shiner underneath his right eye. He came into the fight with that. So these fighters have been battle tested the last couple weeks.
Looking for that right hook again.
Adorno's loading up, Raul.
Yeah, right hook, left hand by Adorno. He surprised Gonzalez, and he hurt him. He was hurt.
But now if you're Adorno, on your way to 10-8, you got to finish that round. You don't want to give Gonzalez an opportunity to get back in, make it a 10-9.
You're right.
Or do anything dumb and you get dropped and make it a 9-9. Oh, Gonzalez is loading up too.
That was a good left hand by Gonzalez. Watch out, Adorno. Got less than a minute. He's picking. Look, I see Gonzalez. He's picking with that jab. You see how he jabs down to the body, trying to, and then he's gonna come over the top with the left hand. That's what he's trying to do.
Good round for Jeremy Adorno. Boxing family and his brother Joseph. Orlando Vipers with that lead. Look like they're going to add to it. Thanks to Jeremy Adorno dropping Irving Gonzalez in the first 30 seconds of the round.
Oh.
Man, good action.
Good exchange there at the end, but
Yeah, Gonzalez, all right, you got me getting the wink.
it was a knockdown. Yeah.
Yep.
They made up.
Got him. Here's the highlight.
Here we see the.
We continue with round 19 and the 135-pound weight division. Introducing first,
Yeah,
fighting
right
out
on
of
the
the
tempo.
blue corner
He was hurt.
and representing the Boston Butchers, here is Alejandro Paulino. And fighting out of the red corner, representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Angel Hernandez.
All right, these two went at it
The
earlier in
winner
round
of
2.
round 18 by a score of 10-8 was the Orlando Vipers. Our new score total is 172-167 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
A 5-point lead now for the Vipers.
But then
Angel
you got
Hernandez, but
Paulino,
Alejandro
the
Paulino,
knockout artist.
he has that pop in that right hand.
Yeah.
And he's going to be going for it. Angel Hernandez, a young fighter. I don't know if it'd be wise for him to start trading with Paulino. because Paulino did a good job against him earlier in the night.
Yeah, he did. They're talking to each other.
Paulino's looking for one thing only. That's to end this round early.
Hernandez used to box, pick his spots when he, when he exchanges with Paulino, get in and out,
Like
hold
that,
him,
right?
yeah, hold
Just
him
like
in,
that.
yeah, exactly. Hold him in the inside. Don't let him build that momentum right there. Hold him. Let the referee separate you, then get back on the outside.
Yeah, because Paulino's looking for a knockout. The Butchers need a stoppage.
Yeah, look at Paulino, man.
He's vicious.
Yeah, just coming forward, trying to break him down.
He's got a lot of experiences, Alejandro Paulino, for the Boston Butchers in the silver and blue. Hernandez's game, he has a lot of heart, the youngster.
Oh, yeah, he's catching Paulino coming in, too. I mean, he's landing some good shots. I think he's definitely fighting smarter than the first time.
Having some fun is Angel Hernandez. Halfway through the round, a
Nice.
5-point lead for the Vipers. I like Paulino. I like his style, I like his aggressiveness.
It's very important that Hernandez doesn't pull back with his chin up in the air. Remember the last time that's what happened, and he got caught. He's got to keep that chin tucked in, stay low, take one step back, and then circle to the right or left. Don't stand in front of Paulino. Paulino's dangerous, man. Look how he's just walking up to him, walking him down.
Yep.
Very confident, good right hand there over the top, and trying to do some body work there too.
Good job by Angel Hernandez to get away from the bigger shots. He's a young fighter. That's an experienced move right there.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is when you wonder, look, this is a close round.
Yep.
And look, he's finishing
Combination
strong,
from
yeah.
Hernandez. Yeah, very nice.
So what would happen in a 4-round fight, in a 6-round fight? How would it develop? It looks like Paulino's not attacking as much. He looks tired of me.
Could throw some heavy shots.
I don't know. I think Hernandez got the best of him in this round.
Hernandez looked good.
Yeah.
Paulino,
Making a
Hernandez.
miss. Yeah, making a miss, making him pay.
Did Hernandez steal the round at the end part of it? Paulino with the hook.
Pulling back with his chin up in the air again.
Learning experience.
A lot of young fighters make that mistake. But I think Hernandez pulled it out.
Towards the end.
Yeah. We'll see.
We continue in the 147-pound division. This is round number 20. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Boston Butchers, here is James Perella. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Christian Rivera. The winner by a score of 10-9 in the last round was the Boston Butchers. The new score total is 181-177 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
So the Butchers won that
yeah.
last round. So Paulino got to the round.
He got the round. Yep.
And now it's a 4-point differential. The Vipers with a 4-point lead. James Pereira, the veteran, the tall fighter, against a much shorter Christian Rivera. The experience as an amateur, as a pro, definitely on the side of James Pereira out of Boston. Christian Rivera got dropped earlier tonight. He got caught with the left and he stumbled down. Here's an interesting matchup right here. Is a much taller fighter, Pereira.
Yeah, obviously, you said it, Rivera, the shorter guy, he's got to bring it. He's got to cut that distance, get inside. But then he doesn't want to be too anxious, Rivera, and get caught by a 1-2 from Pereira.
Yeah, that's what Pereira's looking for.
Exactly.
I like Pereira's style, the way he fights, and he's a good name in the New England area. Good boxing family. Love seeing his dad, who's a huge figure in the New England boxing seen in the amateur side. You know, always wearing his Red Sox jersey or Red Sox cap, something socks.
There you go.
I'm sure he's excited about the Celtics. He's got a good young fighter in his son.
Yeah, he's being smart. He's keeping in the fight now outside. He keeps circling around. Again, he's got to stay away from the ropes, got to stay away from the corners, and don't exchange too much.
Yep. And Christian Rivera bringing it to him.
A lot of wild swinging by Perella. And you see Rivera a lot shorter with his shots. He cut the distance. Beto, he's definitely cut the distance. A lot of good inside work there by Christian Rivera.
He's chopping the tree down, as Christian Rivera.
Yeah, he is. Going to the body, going to the head, mixing it up, going to the head, going to the body. Never the same, always different. And I think it's winning them the round. Oh.
Good exchange. Perella Rivera. A 4-point difference, a lead for the Orlando Vipers. Well, round 20. The money rounds, Team Combat League in Miami, Florida. Interesting to see how the judges rewarded this one. As Boston needs another round. Did Perella do enough against the rugged Christian Rivera? Perella and Rivera to each other like, man, get away from me. They don't want to see each other anymore.
He was on him. He was definitely on him.
We continue with round 21 and the 147-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Boston Butchers, here is Kino Luna. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Darius Jackson.
The Hawk Jackson.
The winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Boston Butchers. New score total is 190-187 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
So a 3-point match. Kino Luna, who knocked down his opponent earlier tonight in the silver and blue. We got a couple of lefties going at it. Darius Jackson in pink and blue. This is a good one. The Vipers with a 3-point lead, 190-187. It was a good setup. We're really looking forward to this one in the money rounds. They didn't fight earlier. Jackson, the taller fighter. He'll switch orthodox also.
It's crazy that, you know, he's got the height and reach advantage, but he's willing to make it an inside fight too.
Yep.
He'll mix it up from the inside, from the outside. I believe Luna's fight he's got to go for it, man. He's got to go in the inside.
Yeah, you're the Butchers. You're down by 3 in round 21. Oh, big shot by Luna. Kino Luna landing on the overhand left. And if you're Luna, you know when you knock somebody down already tonight, you got to feel confident as Jackson goes to orthodox, back to southpaw.
Oh, again.
I think they got tangled up.
Yeah.
They got tangled up there. He did land a punch. Yeah, they're both.
Luna's coming strong, Beto.
Yeah, well, you have to. You're down by 3. You got to.
And that's the kind of guys that you need. Guys that got the guts.
Yep. If you get
if
you get a stoppage, just get this fight is tied.
Yes. You need those kind of guys that are brave and they're bringing it, and that's what Luna's doing.
So we were talking about those when you're desperate and you know the score and you need a knockout, you're going to go for it and you sit down on your punches like Luna's trying to.
I'll tell you what, he's breaking them, man. He's definitely landing some big shots.
Yeah, the amateur experience from Jackson, fighting all over the world, representing Haiti, fighting those grown men from the Eastern European countries. So he's used to the ruggedness as he puts together a flurry, does Darius Jackson.
I'll tell you what, just look at around.
From Jackson.
Pretty good crowd here tonight, too, man.
Very nice.
They're getting excited.
The Miccosukee Casino Resort in Miami getting the action here tonight.
Team Combat League.
Man, back and forth between Kino Luna and Darius Jackson. Still got a female fight to come. 10 seconds to go. What will the judges score? Who will get the round as the Boston Butchers are down by 3? A close one between Jackson and Luna. Good action.
We continue with round 22 and the 147-pound weight division. The ladies in action. First, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Boston Butchers, here is Amelia Moore. And fighting out of the red corner and representing the Orlando Vipers, here is Jenna Gagliotti. The winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Boston Butchers.
There you go. They needed that.
The new score total
that,
is 199 to 197 in favor of the Orlando Vipers.
Wow, we got a close one. 2-point difference. And the Boston Butchers with Amelia Moore, who is an excellent, excellent fighter. She beat Gagliotti earlier in the night.
Can she get a knockdown?
Oh, that's what they need. Your Boston Butchers, you're running out of time. Moore very aggressive in the black and silver. For the blue and silver, Amelia Moore, she's coming for it. Oh, and she drops her. Amelia Moore with the big knockdown when there's still 2:30 to go in the round.
Plenty of time to finish her. I think she's going to go for it. She wants the knockdown. They need it.
Absolutely. The Butchers are down by 2.
And I'm going to go back. That's the kind of fighters you need in the money rounds.
There's a reason they put Amelia Moore. And she's attacking, vicious. Jenna Gagliotti in trouble here in Miami. Moore attacking, and the referee jumps in, and that's a 10-7 round. Huge round for Amelia Moore and the Boston Butchers. And they will take a 1-point lead. Wow, how things have turned here in Miami.
Very impressive, Amelia Moore.
There you go.
Hey, we said it. She's a decorated amateur.
We continue with round 23.
We keep saying this over and over again.
And the
amateur background means a lot.
That knockdown was big
the
early.
Heavyweight division. Introducing
That's a good stoppage by the referee. As Jenna was getting hit a lot, wasn't fighting back.
The Boston Butchers, here is Skylar Lacey.
Oh, Lacey's pumped up, man.
Jenna Gagliotti is walking out of the ring on her own. Doctors checked her out.
Orlando Vipers,
good to see. Jenna's a very talented fighter. But it was all Amelia Moore in that round, and now the heavyweights are in.
Now Orlando needs a big knockdown.
The winner of the last round
and it can happen.
By a score of 10-7 was the Boston Butchers. The new score total is 207 to 206. Boston Butchers in the lead.
Boston on top by 1. And the heavyweights now. Lacey is coming out attacking Michael Coffey. Round 23. Skylar Lacey is full of energy. He must have had one of the monsters that they're selling. Well, we're in Miami. Un cortadito got him, man. He's ready to go.
I don't know, something. Maybe he took a tequila shot, bro. I don't know.
Michael Coffey is all calm. And when we saw Lacey earlier, he was loading up on punches. What's he going to do now against Michael Coffey? And it's ugly. Referee's got her hands full.
It's the big boys again.
Yeah. Coffey's looking at him like, come on, man, it's box here. What are you doing? A big swing thanks to Amelia Moore's stoppage. Good jab from Lacey. That gets in. Lacey just keeps his hands super low.
I think that's his way of baiting Coffey to come in and catch him with a 1-2.
Who's he talking to? Lacey's.
I don't know. I don't know if he does that to offset, you know, make Coffey lose focus or something. He's talking to somebody, bro.
I think he's talking to everybody. Like Coffey's like, what are you doing? Let's box.
Somebody in the audience he's focusing on. Lacey touching him with the jab. He's trying to watch him land that big right hand. Uh-oh.
And the crowd is not liking Lacey's tactics.
No, they want him to fight. They want him to
And
fight.
so does Coffey. Coffey's asking him to fight. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's hunting him down. He's got to jab in more, Coffey. He's got to double, triple jab and get inside and.
Well, how about throw any punch?
And go to the body. Exactly. Go to the body. Once he gets it, just go for it. Right there. Go for it. Easier said than done.
Coffey looks frustrated.
And that's what Lacey wants him to do. He wants to frustrate him.
There's a punch.
That's what I was talking about. He wants them to get frustrated and just lunge.
But you're giving away the round if you're Lacey because you're not throwing anything.
True, but Coffey ain't doing much.
But at least Lacey's throwing something.
You're right.
And, you know, the referees, I mean, the judges might not like a guy who's just moving around. I mean, how many punches have landed in this round? And it's not because of Coffey, it's Lacey who's just moving around.
How many clear punches, too? I don't know.
Interesting to see what the judges reward.
Right. You're right.
It's only a 1-point match. And Coffey's like, what did you do? You ran.
I think Lacey feels,
Yeah, Coffey's like, you just ran the entire time. We found highlights? Okay, good.
We
Good job, crew.
continue with round 24. And the 160-pound weight division.
Good job by our crew finding
Introducing
highlights of
first,
that round.
Fighting out of the
Not much
blue
was done.
corner, representing the Boston Butchers, Rashidi Ellis.
I tell you what, it might come down to this round.
Yes.
And
It might
fighting
come
out
down
of
to
the
this
red
round.
corner, and
Remember,
representing
Rashidi Ellis
the Orlando Vipers,
got
here is
dropped technically.
Yeah.
BRAWL.
It looked like he got tripped up, but the referee ruled it a knockdown earlier
The
tonight.
winner of the last round by a score of 10-9 was the Orlando Vipers.
Wow.
Yeah. So the heavyweight Coffey gets the round, so we're tied up.
Even.
Is now even.
This will be
216
Wow.
to 216.
The knockdowns have been huge when Rashidi Ellis went down earlier. That was a point swing.
And it was controversial,
Yes,
too.
it was.
If it wouldn't have happened, then they would have been up ahead right now.
Rashidi Ellis against Brown.
Can Brown do it again? Can Brown drop him?
You just need to win the round convincingly.
Yeah. Ellis wants to get his too. Trust me, he's.
Yeah, you know
he wants
Rashidi's
to-
fired up.
Oh yeah. But you got to be careful in the way you attack. You don't want to get countered by Brown coming in.
Yeah, the veteran on the side of Rashidi Ellis for the Boston Butchers in pink and blue on the road, taking on the Orlando Vipers. Speedy Rashidi Ellis is his name.
He's got to use his speed, put his punches together.
And Brown
Punches
is moving
and
around
bunches.
a lot.
Yeah,
Against the ropes is Brown, combination from Ellis.
yeah.
To Hey Brown. The Boston team yelling Speedy. He's feeling himself. Brown little shimmy himself. Sheedy being first. And gets tackled down.
So far, Beto, how do you see it? I mean,
it's Rashidi doing.
He's throwing more punches, right? Kind of like in the last fight with the heavyweights.
Tied up at 216. Brown just trying to counter. Approaching a minute to go in the fight. Final round. Rashidi Ellis for Boston. Jahai Brown for Orlando.
More speed by Ellis.
That's it. The combinations have been coming from the side of Rashidi Ellis. Jahai Brown's got to let his hands go.
He's looking for that one big punch again. He's looking for a big counter. Oh. Knocked him a little bit off balance. But it's Ellis busier, faster.
First.
Making the fight, coming forward. I mean, 15 seconds left.
Brown didn't let his hands go in this round, Raul.
No, he didn't.
It was Rashidi Ellis.
Waiting too long.
10 seconds to go. Orlando and Boston. Team Combat League action. Woo! A good night. A good night. You see the Boston Butchers team feeling pretty good about themselves.
I mean, I think they won that last round.
I think so too.
Right? Doesn't matter what we think, but oh well.
They're tallying up the cards for that final round. Thomas Triber, our ring announcer, ready to let us know.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a tremendous night of boxing here on Team Combat League, how about a big round of applause for both teams, the Vipers and the Butchers. Ladies and gentlemen, the last round was scored 10-9, and the final score total is 226 to 225 in favor of your winners, the Boston Butchers.
Rashidi Ellis pulls out the victory for the Boston Butchers as they win 226-225 by 1. Great job by Amelia Moore. Her knockout got the Butchers back into contention, and they get the victory. Like Sean Lacey, the big heavyweight, ready to climb into the ring. Take care of our ring announcer. Don't hurt Tom Schreiber. Tom Schreiber's going to let us know who our stars are of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce the fight of the night. It was round 19 between Alejandro Paulino and Angel Hernandez. That was the round of the night. Our 3 stars. Star number 3, Kino Luna. Star number 2, Jeremy Adorno. And the number 1 star of the night, Amelia Moore. Amelia, congratulations. What an incredible night of boxing. A great fight for you. Did you think you were going to stop your opponent?
I did. I knew what I had in the first round. I knew that I hurt her with that overhand right, and we just were closing it out in that second round.
Well, you did it at just the right time. You guys were a little behind, and that knockdown really was the game changer.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's about a team sport, so you got to pull your weight when you got to pull your weight, man.
What's it mean to you to be part of such a tremendous team? To come here from Boston to Florida and win here tonight?
I love my team. I'm really, really lucky. It's a group of amazing humans. This is where it happens. The energy comes in. They push you to be better. And this is what it's about. Team atmosphere, baby. Thanks, TSL.
The star of the night, Amelia Moore, congratulations. We're going to have a word with the coach, Mark Gargaro. Uh-oh. Mark, your thoughts on your team here tonight?
I told you we were gonna make it happen. I didn't think it was gonna happen like that, but we made it happen, and I'm so proud of every one of these. There's so much stuff going on, and we brought it together, and we made it happen.
It came right down to the wire. I mean, it doesn't get any closer than that here at Team Combat League. What were you telling your fighters?
You gotta, this sport is so many ups and downs. You have to stay even, and you have to keep doing your job. You can't get caught up in the waves. It's really hard, but we're getting really good at it. Last 2 times, we stayed and we boxed and we did our thing.
All right, well, congratulations. Any final words you'd like to say to all the fans watching worldwide?
New York, we're coming next.
There you hear it. We're going to send it back to Beto and former world champion Raul Marquez.
Great job all night long, Thomas Schreiber. Excellent work as always. Thomas, in the ring interviews also, I'd love to hear the attitude from Amelia Moore. It's a team concept. You want to come out there and fight for your squad. That's what Team Combat League is all about. So the Boston Butchers go down south and they take care of business and get the victory. They were down, they fought back, they battled, and they did an excellent job. And you know, at one point you needed some knockdowns. You got the knockdowns, and the woman, Amelia Moore, whose Instagram is One More Round, she got it. And then Rashidi Ellis, who got dropped earlier in the night, they didn't agree with it, came back and did the business for the Boston Butchers in that final round is what they needed. So the Boston Butchers get the victory over the Orlando Vipers. It looked like Orlando was going to pull away, but Raul, Boston did their job. You got to love the attitude from the Butchers.
Absolutely. They never gave up. They kept that momentum going from their last big win when I said at the beginning, they had a lot of confidence. They beat the #1 team, the Philly Smoke, 4-1, and we saw their experience here tonight. and they come up away with the win. And congratulations to them.
And that's what you got to have. You have experienced fighters like Rashidi Ellis, and then you see the approach from the squad, the attitude, the vibe. At the end of the day, it's about a family, and that's what Team Combat League is all about. You see the smile on the face of Amelia Moore, and they get the victories. The Boston Butchers are your winners in Miami.